Darts, known for its sharp precision, icy focus, and good sportsmanship, right? Well, not always. Behind the scenes and even on the big stage, things can get messy. From heated face-offs to jaw-dropping displays of bad behavior, today we're diving into the wildest moments when darts players totally lost their cool. From physical confrontations to disrespectful behavior toward opponents and officials. Here are some memorable moments when darts players crossed the line. You won't believe some of these, so stick around because it only gets crazier. Colin Lloyd's dartboard punch, 2010. During the 2010 World Darts Championship, Colin "Jaws" Lloyd faced Andrew Welge in a first-round match, and after a disappointing performance leading to his defeat, Lloyd's frustration culminated in him punching the dartboard, resulting in a hand injury. This uncharacteristic outburst was widely covered in the media, highlighting the intense pressures players face on the world stage. Lloyd later issued a public apology, acknowledging that his actions were unprofessional and stemmed from his deep passion for the game.
That just shows, well, I don't think I've ever seen that before on a big stage.
I'm just looking at your knuckle, you've actually hit the board, you've actually cut your hand out.
We won't worry about that, Dave. That's just...
James Wade versus Seigo Asada, Aggressive Conduct, 2018. In the second round of the 2018 PDC World Championship, James Wade faced Japanese qualifier Seigo Asada. During the match, Wade exhibited aggressive behavior, notably celebrating exuberantly in Asada's face after winning the second set. In a post-match interview, Wade controversially stated, "I kept giving it to him. I wanted to hurt him. I wanted to really hurt him in his face and I wanted to progress." This conduct drew criticism from commentators and fans alike. Former player and pundit Wayne Mardle described Wade's actions as thuggish behavior with no place in darts. The following day, Wade issued an apology, attributing his behavior to a hypomania episode, a condition associated with bipolar disorder. He expressed remorse, stating, "Seigo Asada is a great player and I would like to say sorry to him, the fans and the PDC."
Man, but that is unacceptable. If you think that's okay to do that on the hockey, you should not be on the hockey.
I wanted to hurt him and I wanted to progress, you know, and that's my son, and also for a bit of the UK, so...
Justin Pipe, Coughgate. Incident 2017. During a first-round match at the 2017 PDC World Championship, Justin Pipe was accused of deliberately coughing to distract his opponent, Bernie Smith, during crucial throws. Video footage appeared to show Pipe coughing as Smith was on his final throw, leading to allegations of gamesmanship. Pipe denied any wrongdoing, stating that he had a genuine cough and would never intentionally distract an opponent. The incident sparked a broader debate about sportsmanship and gamesmanship in darts, with the PDC emphasizing the importance of maintaining professional conduct on stage.
From your point of view, it didn't look good, did it?
It looks absolutely... The only thing Justin didn't do there was getting even closer. Then he lets out the cough, and now watch. Now he moves back again.
Gurney and Price versus Gary Anderson, Grand Slam Altercation 2018. The 2018 Grand Slam of Darts final between Gurney and Price and Gary Anderson was marred by multiple heated exchanges. Price's exuberant celebrations and perceived slow play irritated Anderson, leading to verbal confrontations and physical contact during the match. The Darts Regulation Authority, DRA, conducted an investigation, resulting in Price being fined $21,000 to $500 and handed a suspended 3-month ban for bringing the sport into disrepute. Anderson received a formal warning for pushing Price during the match.
Now he did overstep the mark, because he's got in Anderson's face there for mine. There was contact made and it was initiated by Price. I don't think there's too much doubt about that, Wayne. And he ignores the bear pit atmosphere to nail tops and lead by 2.
Phil Taylor versus Raymond van Barneveld, Heated Handshake, 2012. After their semi-final clash at the 2012 PDC World Championship, Phil Taylor and Raymond van Barneveld had an unusually tense handshake. Van Barneveld's firm grip appeared to catch Taylor off guard, leading to a brief but heated exchange on stage. The incident was unexpected given the mutual respect between the two players. Taylor later apologized, describing the confrontation as a misunderstanding and emphasizing that emotions were high after such a significant match.
In the World Championship semi-final. Shenanigans happening on stage.
Adrian Lewis versus Jose Justicia, physical confrontation, 2018. During a UK Open qualifier in 2018, tensions between Adrian Lewis and Jose Justicia escalated throughout their match. Lewis accused Justicia of attempting to provoke him, leading to a physical altercation where Lewis pushed Justicia on stage, necessitating intervention by security. The DRA fined Lewis £3,000 and imposed a suspended 3-month ban. Lewis publicly apologized, acknowledging his behavior was inappropriate and expressing regret for not addressing his frustrations through official channels.
He's back on 137.
You try to piss me off, I'm telling you.
Wait, whoa. Now then, this, I have not seen anything like this at any of the Pro Tour events. Adrian Lewis.
Game shot. Don't try to piss me off.
Well, he's taken that 55 there.
Gurney Price versus Peter Wright, semi-final tensions, 2020. In the semi-finals of the 2020 PDC World Championship, Gurney Price faced Peter Wright. After Wright won the first set, he tapped Price on the arm during his celebration, an action Price deemed disrespectful. The match continued without further incident, but Price later expressed his displeasure, stating he felt disrespected by Wright's actions. The incident highlighted the fine line between celebratory gestures and perceived gamesmanship in high-stakes matches.
Double 10. Yeah, there's a reaction there. He knows he's got away with one. He knows. Oh! There's the release.
Daryl Gurney versus Gurney Price, Premier League altercation, 2019. During a 20-team Premier League match at the Utilita Arena in Sheffield, Daryl Gurney and Gurney Price were involved in a heated exchange after a 7-7 draw. The confrontation began when Price reacted to crowd boos by mocking the audience, prompting Gurney to mimic Price's actions after securing the draw. The situation escalated during the handshake, leading to mutual pushing and requiring security intervention. Despite the altercation, neither player faced formal sanctions, though the incident underscored ongoing tensions and the importance of maintaining professionalism on stage.
And a draw it is! And a draw it is! Well. Yeah, I'm not sure about that from Daryl Gurney. Not sure about that. Some shenanigans on the stage. Well, words exchanged. And George Noble here is separating both the players. Gurney Price has something to say. Daryl Gurney has something to say. It's all boiling over. Well, we're having to be separated. A 7-7 draw in 17.
Jelle Klaasen's legal issues, 2012. In 2012, Jelle Klaasen faced legal repercussions for sending inappropriate messages to a minor, who was a family friend of fellow darts player Michael van Gerwen. Klaasen admitted to the charges and was fined and sentenced to community service. This incident significantly impacted his career and reputation, leading to a period of absence from major tournaments as he sought to rebuild his standing in the sport. Kevin Painter versus Justin Pipe, Handshake refusal, 2012. After losing to Justin Pipe in a 2012 Players' Championship match, Kevin Painter refused to shake Pipe's hand. Painter criticized Pipe's slow playing style, which he felt disrupted the game's flow and was detrimental to the sport's entertainment value. This incident highlighted ongoing debates within the darts community about playing styles and the balance between strategic play and maintaining an engaging pace for audiences. Paul Nicholson's inappropriate gestures to the crowd, 2010. In 2010, Australian darts player Paul Nicholson faced disciplinary action after making inappropriate gestures toward the crowd during a televised match. The Darts Regulation Authority, DRA, fined Nicholson $1,000 for his actions, emphasizing the importance of professionalism both on and off the stage. This incident highlighted the need for players to uphold the sport's integrity and maintain respectful conduct during events. Adam Smith-Neale's pub incident, 2024. In March 2024, Adam Smith-Neale, a professional darts player ranked world number 87, was involved in a controversial incident at the Nuneaton Darts Open, held at the Lucky Break Sports and Pool Bar. After losing a match, Smith-Neale was captured on CCTV punching his opponent, Sam Whitaker, who had extended a hand in sportsmanship. The footage led to widespread condemnation from fans and fellow players. The DRA suspended Smith-Neale from all sanctioned events pending an investigation. During the disciplinary hearing, Smith-Neale admitted to the charges but claimed he felt threatened by his opponent, a defense not fully accepted by the committee. Consequently, he received an 8-month ban, effective retroactively from March 12, 2024, preventing him from participating in any DRA-sanctioned events until November 12, 2024. Rob Cross's lewd gesture, 2025. At the 2025 World Darts Championship, Rob Cross made headlines for an inappropriate reason. Following his early exit from the tournament after a loss to Scott Williams, Cross was filmed making an obscene gesture toward the crowd in a moment of frustration. He later acknowledged his unprofessional behavior, stating that his actions did not reflect the standards of the sport. The Darts Regulation Authority fined Cross for the incident, which he referred to as the quickest fine he had ever paid. Eric Bristow's controversial comments, 2016. In November 2016, Eric Bristow, a 5-time world darts champion, faced significant backlash for a series of tweets regarding the football sexual abuse scandal. Bristow suggested that victims should have confronted their abusers when they were older and fitter, referring to them as wimps. He also used homophobic language, linking homosexuality with pedophilia. These comments drew sharp criticism from abuse survivors, fans, and fellow celebrities. As a result, Sky Sports terminated Bristow's role as a pundit, stating they would not be using him in the future. Bristow later apologized, explaining that his intention was to encourage young victims to speak out, but acknowledged that his choice of words was inappropriate. Andy Jenkins' suspension for misconduct, 2009. In October 2009, during the Newland Players' Championship in Holland, Andy Jenkins was involved in an incident where he physically assaulted another player, Terry Jenkins, on stage. The Darts Regulation Authority deemed his behavior as likely to bring the sport into disrepute. Consequently, Andy Jenkins was banned from participating in DRA-sanctioned events for 24 months, with 20 months of the ban suspended. He was also fined $500. This suspension underscored the DRA's commitment to maintaining high standards of conduct within the sport. James Wade Fartgate, 2024. In September 2024, during a Players' Championship event in Leicester, professional darts player James Wade was involved in a humorous incident that quickly gained viral attention. After securing a narrow 6-5 victory over Colin Lloyd in the quarterfinals, Wade approached the table and a loud noise was heard, leading many to believe he had passed gas. Addressing the situation, Wade took to social media to clarify the source of the sound, attributing it to the Velcro on his new trainers. He stated, "Footage has emerged of me doing what appears to be a shart at the end of one of my matches. It was actually the Velcro on my new trainers." Despite his explanation, fans and media outlets found humor in the incident, with some dubbing it Fartgate. Wade later humorously remarked, "I won't make that mistake again," suggesting he would be more cautious in the future. Dimitri van den Bergh versus Michael van Gerwen, personal space dispute, 2023. One of the more unique confrontations occurred during the semi-finals of the 2023 PDC World Darts Championship between Dimitri van den Bergh and Michael van Gerwen. Van den Bergh accused van Gerwen of deliberately standing too close to him during throws, calling it a mind game tactic. The tension between the players was palpable on stage, with van den Bergh visibly frustrated and exchanging words with van Gerwen. After the match, van den Bergh expressed his disappointment in the post-match interview, saying he felt disrespected and unable to focus. Van Gerwen downplayed the accusations, insisting he wasn't doing anything wrong and that van den Bergh needed to man up. The incident reignited discussions around player etiquette and gamesmanship, especially regarding personal space and stage presence during high-stakes matches. These incidents highlight the emotional roller coaster that professional darts players endure. The intense pressures of the sport can lead to moments of disrespect and controversy, but they also serve as reminders of the importance of sportsmanship and maintaining professionalism both on and off the stage. Despite occasional lapses in conduct, darts continues to be a sport that captivates fans worldwide with its thrilling performances and passionate personalities. Not only can players exhibit disrespectful behavior, but fans have also been responsible for incidents that disrupt matches and affect players' performances. For example, disruptive whistling and booing in Glasgow, February 2025. During the Premier League darts night at Glasgow's OVO Arena, players faced persistent whistling and booing from the crowd. The referee, Kirk Bevins, had to intervene, addressing the audience to cease their disruptive behavior. The Professional Darts Corporation (PDC) later issued a statement condemning such actions and warned that spectators acting inappropriately could be removed from the venue.
It's got to refocus. It's more like it than Price. There was the reaction. There was the reaction, and actually supported by Luke Humphries and applauded by some of the crowd.
Beer thrown at Peter Wright, January 2023. At the Nordic Darts Masters, following Peter Wright's quarter-final victory over Michael van Gerwen, a fan threw a beer at Wright during his celebration. Wright pointed out the incident to van Gerwen, cautioning him about the spilled liquid on the stage. Crowd brawl in Melbourne, January 2015. During the Invitational Darts Challenge in Melbourne, a match between Michael van Gerwen and Simon Whitlock was halted due to a brawl among fans, many dressed in fancy dress. Chairs were thrown, and the situation required police intervention. Approximately 40 fans were ejected, and 3 sustained minor injuries. These incidents underscore the significant impact that disrespectful fan behavior can have on the atmosphere and integrity of darts events.